Hi, I'm Elena and I'm 13 years old. I really love the freedom, getting to go off and do things with my friends and do things alone by myself. When I was younger, you just couldn't do that, and now that I'm older, I get to go and do things, and I really love that. Like going to the mall with my friends and just getting to go alone into any shops we want, and going to a theme park and riding whatever rides I want with just me and maybe a brother or sister or a friend. Well, a couple months ago, I probably would have said an actress, but now I would say a accomplished actress. So I'm an actress now, but I want to be one that has achieved and been in movies and TV shows and really made it. Definitely maybe like a really good supporting role in a movie or a TV show. A lead role would be pretty cool, but I'm definitely happy with a top supporting role, like the lead's friend. Not having as much responsibility, because I think about it, and being an adult sounds really hard, having to keep track of all the money stuff and just being responsible for everything about your life. When you're a kid, your parents are responsible for everything in your life, and you start growing up and all of a sudden you have all this responsibility on your shoulders, and it's hard to lift all that weight. Cystic fibrosis is a genetic disease that affects the lungs and the digestive system. So someone with CF has to do a lot of breathing treatments every day to help with their lungs, and take many pills before, during, and after they eat to help with their digestive system. Those are the two main aspects of CF, but there are a lot of other smaller things that lead into that. All of the responsibility. You wake up in the morning and you have to do your breathing treatments, and you have to pack your pill case, make sure you have every single pill and you don't forget one. You have to do all your inhalers and your nose sprays and all of your different medicines and everything, and you have to make sure that you tell your parents when you're running low on a medicine so they can order it in time to get you new ones. Then there's your breathing treatments at night, and there's so much to remember and so much to do, so much to be responsible for. And sometimes I want to relax and stop having to think about all of it, but that's not the case. Definitely, yeah. There are times when I forget to take some of my pills, but that does not happen very often because I've been taking these pills since I was born. So it's a habit engraved into me. If I sit down and have a meal and I don't take my pills, I know it, just because it's it's a habit that's engraved into me very deeply. So I almost never forget, but there are those times when I do, and it usually results in a bad stomach ache. To always be loving and forgiving of everybody. If somebody makes you upset or does something that hurts your feelings, forgive them and still love them, and just be accepting of everybody. People are so complex. Our brains and bodies are an amazing thing that just works so oddly in so many different ways, and I love getting to learn about how that works. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do I love Stranger Things? 11. I really love steak and Japanese food and the taste, and that's probably a pretty generic answer. I bet a lot of people say that, but it's really true. I mean, that's the backbone of your food and your favorite food. I love this steak because there's so many different flavors being combined into one. And the Japanese food, I love the sushi because it's so unique and it can be made in so many different ways, and trying new things is really fun. It was an amazing experience. It was my first real extra part, and it just made me want to be an actress even more, because the feeling of being on set, the environment, it felt like home. Getting up early in the morning before the sun rises and going and just being there. Everyone has a job that they're working really hard to do, and they're all just fulfilling their place on set, and I love all the busyness and everything. Millie Bobby Brown, definitely. She is definitely one of my role models, and I think she's a super amazing person that is also quite the incredible actress. My favorite movie right now is Beauty and the Beast, and one of the reasons I like it is because it combines so many different movie genres into one. It has some romance and some action and adventure and comedy. It has so much all combined into one, and the actors are amazing. It's a wonderful movie. My favorite book is the entire Harry Potter series. If I had to pick just one, I would probably say the first one, but it's a really hard pick. And the reason I love them is because it takes you into a whole nother world. And I love just reading, and when you read a book, you feel like you're really there in the book and being transported into this world with magic and amazing creatures. I love getting to read those books. I've read them many times. Definitely, that is one of my top rules. If there is a book that is about a movie or a movie about a book, I always read the book first. My favorite song right now is Pool by Paramore, but if you asked me this question last week, I would have said Bad Liar by Selena Gomez, and the week before, another song. It's just my favorite song changes every week or 2 weeks because I listen to it so much then I get bored of it and end up finding another song that's my favorite. So I'll sing a bit of Pool by Paramore. I'm underwater, nowhere in my lungs. My eyes are open, I'm done giving up. You are the wave I could never tame. If I survive, I'll dive back in. That's tough. I'm gonna have to say a dog, because dogs are so friendly. Like, almost all dogs are friendly and they love you and they're fun to play with. And I have had a debate with cats versus dogs with my friends a lot. And all of my friends are cat people, so I'm the only dog person. But I love dogs so much. I really like my self-confidence. Some of my friends aren't very self-confident about themselves, and I usually try to make them more self-confident. And I realize that that's a trait about me that is uncommon to find in a teenage girl. A lot of teenage girls aren't very self-confident about how they look, and I am. I'm very fortunate, and I feel very lucky that I am self-confident about myself, because it's definitely a problem in girls my age. It depends, because I have thought about this a lot before, and with my career starting off as an actress, if it keeps progressing in the future and I become a famous actress, I'd want to marry my career. I want to put all my dedication and hard work into it. But if I end up meeting the right person, I mean, who knows? But right now, my plan is to definitely focus on making it in my career because that's what truly makes me happy. A lot of things. Probably something that really makes me happy is hanging out with my friends. I love getting to spend time with my friends because they're my age and I can relate to them and they can relate to me, and I love talking and just having fun. With your friends, you don't have to worry about being goofy because they're goofy along with you, and I have some really amazing friends that make my life super amazing. The way a lot of people are treated for what they believe or how they look, I'm just kind of like, why? They're still people. They're all the same inside, and it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me why so many people are rude to others that look different or believe differently than they do. Weather alerts. I really hate those alerts that are on your phone or that come on TV and it's about like some giant weather problem nearby. They scare me so bad. And that's probably leads into what one of my biggest fears is natural disasters, like tornadoes and earthquakes and floods and things like that. Just what really scares me about it is there's nothing you can do to stop it. It's just a natural disaster. It's gonna happen, and there's nothing you can do about it. I mean, you can try and keep yourself safe, but it's gonna happen, and that's really scary to me. And the weather alerts freak me out. They sound so like scary, and it leads into the fear of natural disasters. My most memorable moment so far, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna have a bigger one in the future, but right now it's getting my first extra part for Stranger Things. I remember exactly how it happened. I was sitting on the beach, it was Mexico Beach, and I was reading a book called The Circle, which was a really great book, by the way. And I was sitting there reading it, and we're all just sitting there calmly. The kids are out playing in the ocean, and we're just very calm. And all of a sudden, my mom stands up and screams, "Elena, you got the featured extra part!" And I started crying. I was so happy, and we were all just freaking out. It was so incredible. I would want all of my medicines and breathing treatments to make sure I can stay healthy while on this island. I would want an all-you-can-eat buffet so I wouldn't starve, and a private jet to fly out of there. I really enjoy going around and making speeches and teaching people about problems there are in the world and how they can fix it. I love making speeches about cystic fibrosis and how people can help to cure it, and making speeches about how people are being treated poorly and how we can help with that. And I really think that if people know what is going wrong, they might try to help fix it.